Okay, we are ready now for me to go over our first geometry test. Test 1, this is Form A. First form, there'll be a Form B that you can do as a test makeup. And this test just covers lessons 1-2. Most of our other tests will cover more than one section. So this is a fairly short, small test. Let's go through these. Let me explain them so you can figure out what you did wrong and do better on the next test. So for question number 1, these directions say classify each statement as true or false. It says line AB. Again, line because it has 2 arrows. And line AB would be that line right there. I'll put it in blue. And K. Now that's a lowercase k. So I find it over here. That also means a line. So it's 2 ways of writing a line. Capital A, capital B with the arrows above it, or a lowercase k. So your lowercase k would be this line. I'll put it in yellow. So the question is, do they intersect? The answer is false because if you look at line K, you see these dashed marks, these dashes. This is a 3-dimensional figure, but it's drawn in 2-dimensional. To do that, to show that they don't intersect, they make these dashed lines. So the answer is false because of the dashed lines. Number 2 reads line XY, again 2 capital letters with the arrows. Line XY would be right here, this line. And you're thinking, or you should notice that this is more of a line segment because X and Y don't have arrows. Well, it's perfectly okay in geometry to add the arrows in. It's perfectly okay to do that. You can make any segment into a line. Backing up, number 2, line XY, which I've highlighted in orange, is the intersection of planes P and Q. Well, here's P. So plane P would be this plane. I'll do it in green. All of that. And plane Q would be this plane. I'll do it in blue. So is that orange line the intersection of those 2 planes? That is absolutely true. Number 2 is true. I'm going to clean this up, go to a clean slate. Question number 3. A, R, and T. Now those are capital letters, so they mean points. So point A, right there. Point R, it's right there. No, it's that intersection. I'll put that dot right there for a point. And finally, point T, it's right there. Are they collinear? In other words, do they all lie on the same line? Collinear meaning, could I take a straight line, or I'm sorry, maybe a ruler and put down through all 3 of those points at the same time? That answer is no. So number 3 is false. They are not collinear.
Damon and I are looking for podium.
Number 4. Points again, capital letters. A, B, S, and Y are now coplanar. Let me give you a new paper. Number 4. A, B, S. Now S would be this intersection right there. You can always add in the point. And Y. Y would be that point there. We'll put it in there. Are they coplanar? Meaning, are they all on the same plane? The answer is yes. They are all in plane P. A, B, S, and Y. So number 4 is a true answer. Question 5. Plane P, which I'm going to color this blue. Plane P would be this plane. Contains K. Now that's a lowercase k, so it's the line K. Be that line. And if you look at this three-dimensionally, it looks like line K just pierces it like an arrow. That is not what the word contains means. Contains means the line is laying flat in the plane. So this one is a false answer. Excuse me, because the yellow line, line K, is just piercing it at one point. So that's a false answer. Question 6. Clean this up again. Question 6 says, it reads, it's a line AB intersects plane Q at S. So my line AB would be this line. That's yellow. My plane Q would be this plane. At S. So point S is this right there, and I'm going to fill in the point. So if you look, does line AB in yellow intersect plane Q, the blue plane, at point S? And that is no. It looks more like it intersects at point R. So that means that answer 6 is also false. Number 7. Number 7 reads, line RS, which would be this line, but I'm going to go ahead and make it longer. Perfectly fine. Line RS and line XY name the same line. Well, R and S, X and Y are all on that line, that orange line. So number 7, true. Number 8. Point A, that's just one letter. So A, R would be that point. I'll fill that in. S would be that point right there. And T right there are non-coplanar, meaning there's not a plane through those 4 points. That would be true. Those points, do not lie on the same plane. A, R, S would be that point, and T is already there. Number 9. A, R, and B are collinear. Collinear means same line. So A, R, that one, and B. A, R, and B all lie on that same line. So that would be a true statement. Number 9 is true. Number 10. A line is defined as a set of points. That's true. Almost done. Number 11. My answers here. The directions say, state how many points meet the requirements. For each answer, I can have none, or 1, or 2, or an unlimited number. So it's 0, 1, 2, or unlimited. For number 11, a given distance from point P. Let's say 1 centimeter. here's point P. Well, 1 centimeter away may be right there. I'm to the right, or I could go over here. I could go up, go down. I could go all these points. Basically, if I keep filling them in, would end up being a circle. A given distance, I said 1 centimeter, I just made that up. So how many points would be exactly 1 centimeter away? That would be unlimited. Number 12. Change paper so it cleans it up here. Number 12 says a given distance from P again and on L, meaning on the line. That means if I say 1 centimeter again, I could go 1 centimeter to the right and 1 centimeter to the left. That's it. 1 centimeter away on the line. So that answer would only be those 2 points. For the last one, how many points are on line L and equidistant, meaning the same distance from P and from Q? Think midpoint. How many points are the exact same distance from P and Q and on the line? So right, that 1 point right there is halfway between P and Q on the line. That's the only answer, just 1 point.